What's up, what's up? Welcome back to Empanada Sessions. We're here with another deck profile for Dragon Ball Super. Today it's going to be Broly GT. This Broly leader is one of the most powerful leaders in the meta right now. He's yellow, which has always had its benefits, but the fact that he generates so much card advantage and then on his awakened side is able to restand things is insane. So let's look at him real quick. On this side, when you swing at anything, just when he attacks, you choose a card from your life and draw a card. So you essentially draw 2 cards and help yourself awaken. And you untap 2 energy, which is very relevant when you awaken. On the awakened side, you have the option to choose one of your opponent's battle cards, switch it to rest mode. When it attacks, it draws a card, and then once per turn, you can choose a life. Take a life and restand any card on your side of the field. Whether it's an energy, whether it's a battle card, whether it's this card itself, you get to just restand a card, and that is what makes this leader truly special. Let's get right into the profile. We're gonna start with Force and Kaba. This is a combo deck that wants to see as many cards as possible and awaken as early as possible. So the Force and Kaba help generate the pressure you need to actually put them in kill range, while also fueling the accelerated awaken condition. If you're unfamiliar, he takes a life, gains 10k and double strike. Becomes a 15k double strike 1-drop. Really good card. Set 1, still powerful to this day. Then we have 2 dependable Mom Bulmas. Really simple card. 1-drop. You switch it to rest mode. Choose one of your battle cards and it gains 5,000. Not much to say about that. Just another red card that draws us and helps. It can help us out in the late game if it doesn't get killed, but it's usually gonna die after you use it. Getting into our GT package, we're gonna start with the 4 combination attack Pan. Once you play one of your big guys, you can actually play her without paying cost, and she once per turn will buff them by 5,000. So if she stays on board and your big guy stays on board, every turn you're just like getting extra power. But in reality, what she's there for is a free 10k combo, because you play her plus your guy 5k and then combo with her, and that's another 5k. So free 10k. We play 4 of the Searcher, the pint-sized warrior Son Goku. He's just look at the top 7, grab a Son Goku. Is it red Son Goku GT or just Son Goku? Yeah, red Son Goku GT, which is relevant, I think, because we have green Son Goku GT stuff now. So yeah, he's just an early game 1-drop searcher that helps you get to your combo. The combo starter in our deck is the Determined Super Saiyan Son Goku. He has critical. We don't use him for that. He's just there because he becomes a 5-drop when you're on board when you're at 4 or less life. That's his effect. Like when you're at 4 or less, treat this card as if it's a 5-drop. That's relevant because the next 2 cards I'm going to show you actually evolve on top of 5-drops. 5 or higher. So first up is Victorious Fist Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. This card's really cool. He comes out for 1 energy. He's a double striker. And then once per turn when he attacks, he instantly goes to active mode and gains 5,000. So if you've ever played against Shigesh Explosive Goku, this is an easy way to get around that because it's an instant stand-up before the combo step. So they don't even get a chance to pop him. What he's also good for is being a stepping stone on the way to our real win condition that generates a whole lot of pressure on your opponent. So our real win condition here is the Triple Flash Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku. This is another 1-cost EX evolve. on a red Son Goku GT with 5 or more. And when you play him, he has deflect, so you can't be bloodlusted, and you draw 2 cards. You draw 2, but you can't activate EX Evolve for the rest of the turn. So he's good, but he does have that drawback where once he's down, you kind of end your chain for that turn. Whereas this guy, you can go into him multiple times. That's why I have to give credit to Zach Lowe. Actually, he inspired a lot of this deck. He took a list like this to Celebrations, did really well in a best of 3 format, and inspired me to create my own spin on it. So yeah, give him mad props for that. Shout out Zach Lowe. Anyways, going back to Triple Flash, the real crazy thing about him is he's a triple striker. It's 30k that we can play on turn 2. So, his other effect is irrelevant. What it says is he can't be countered if he's 40 or more, but you need a red Saiyan leader, which we're not. So don't worry about that. But if you can swing with him for maybe like 40k, if he's attacked once and you got 1 combination attack ban, so swing with him for 40k, and then you actually stand him up again with Broly and swing for another 40k. So you could take him from 6 to 0 really, really quickly in this deck. Another option is if you don't hit this, or if they've put themselves at low life already, you can just use these 2. This is the Secret Rare Hyper Evolution Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku and the Victorious Fist. You can swing with 1 or 2 copies of the Victorious Fist to pressure them, and if you can get them to 1, the Hyper Evolution will actually just when he attacks, if he's 60k or more, you just burn a life from them. So he's 40k inherently. If you do so you go into him, you combo attack Pan, goes up to 30. He swings, he goes to 35. You evolve into another one. He swings, he goes to 40. So you're buffed 3 stages now. And actually, honestly, I'm asking a lot here. You don't even need that. You just need the 2 stages. Oh wait, do you need 2? You need 3. Yeah, you need 3 stages. So yeah, you do need 2 copies of this to achieve this combo. So you swing with 1, swing with 2, 3 stages, and then when you evolve into him, which is another 1 energy to evolve, all of these guys come out for 1 red energy. I know it's crazy. He actually gains another 5 on the swing. So when he swings, he becomes 60k. It's only a single strike, but it burns a life instantly. So they gotta defend a 60k single strike plus an insta burn. This deck does a lot of damage very quickly, and seemingly out of nowhere. Some people just don't see it coming, especially if they're unfamiliar with the archetype. So this really, really strong deck. Now GT's problem used to be that it was a glass cannon. It was a deck that, while it provided crazy amounts of offensive power, didn't have a lot of defense. Yellow cards and a yellow leader fix that. We run 2-time magic for the Broly matchup, for any Shenron matchup, anything where we're worried about cards restanding and triple attack and stuff. That's what that's for. We have 2 Battering Laser, so this guy can still be uncounterable. And I'll go into some lines of play after this to explain exactly how you'll utilize certain cards and what, when and where, outside of just that 1 combo. So yeah, the 2 Battering. We have 2 Cold Bloodlust. Now this was at 3, but I found myself only really wanting to use it maybe once per game, if that. So I cut it to 2, and I haven't really noticed a difference. So I think it's fine at 2. Bloodlust, if you don't know, obviously just completely shuts down a card, turns it into a vanilla for a turn. You use that on somebody's win condition, they get really mad. It's a good time for everyone except them. Anyways, Planet Vegeta, 1-drop yellow card, field card, lets you search for any of your 4-drop or less Saiyans. So this entire top row, except for the Bulma, is searchable. Usually I'm using it to go for this, or our super combo, which if you haven't figured out by now, we're running the good old boy Shigesh. And not 1, not 2, not 3, we run the full 4 count of Shigesh. This is a deck that was built for a best of 3 format, and I know a lot of you might be scratching your head right now, like, why are you running quad Shigesh in best of 3? This deck still wins, even if your opponent plays Cronoa. They could Cronoa turn 1, all you gotta do is change up your playstyle a little bit, and you're fine. And I'll show you what I mean after I finish the list. So if you're playing Shigesh, you already know you gotta play Explosive Spirit Son Goku. He comes out off of Shigesh, he's a blocker with barrier, and he kills a card in rest mode. So what I mentioned before, where like this guy goes to active mode after he attacks, most cards stay in rest mode after they attack. So say they're attacking for game with this Goku, and they dump their entire hand. They're like, I combo with everything. Boom. All you gotta do is Shigesh Goku kill him. The attack disappears. And you've spent 2 cards to make them dump their whole hand. So Explosive Spirit Son Goku, really, really good card. Another cool bonus is if you need to board wipe, or if you just need to like attack some Saiyan Kabas or whatever on their board, he restands at the end of the turn. So you can actually attack with him, and then he'll restand and he'll be ready to do his job as a blocker on your opponent's turn. Just really good, really powerful card. Next up, more yellow, we have 2 of the Godly Destruction Whis. This is a 1-drop draw 1 that says when your opponent untaps energy outside of their Awaken skill, you get to destroy 1 of their energy. He's similar to Borgos in blue, if you're familiar with that. And he's there because we need random 1-drops here and there to get value out of our energy in the early game. Otherwise, we do a whole lot of nothing with our energy early. This Goku, the Saiyan Kaba, the Bulma, the Whis, they're all great early game, and the Planet Vegeta even, are all great early game options to start fueling your hand and getting your combo together. Another Shigesh target, and one that can be used where Explosive Spirit Son Goku can't, is Vegeta, striving to be the best. Now, he's not a barrier blocker, so he has that downside. He doesn't restand, he doesn't do all that cool stuff. What he does do that this Goku can't is he destroys a card with barrier in rest mode. So if your opponent realizes, oh, he's playing Shigesh, he probably has Goku, I need to swing with something with barrier for the game, you're like, cool, I use my Vegeta now. So you have answers to a lot, and all this yellow stuff gives you extra defensive power that GT as an archetype just didn't have before. Now finally, our 2 off-color cards, making this a quad-color deck, if you wanna be cheeky, are... Sorry, let me move these over. We have Preface of Recovery Son Goku, because we play Shigesh and extending turns is fun. I'll show you some crazy combos that you can do with Preface in a second. What he does when he comes out is he untaps 2 energy. So you don't play the blue energy to actually cast him, but when you play him off of a Shigesh, he comes out and untaps your energy. he can be used both offensively and defensively. He's a very, very powerful card in that sense. Finally, to round things out, we have 2 Time Patrol Trunks. We chose Time Patrol Trunks as our overwhelm option because of a couple reasons. We don't want one like Scientist Fu where we have to pay energy, because we are very restricted in our energy usage most of the time. Also, he's a Saiyan that's searchable off Planet Vegeta. So if we do have all our combo pieces in hand and we just want to search something, he's a free search that'll give us an extra card and more filter. So yeah, that's it. That's the list. Let me scoop this stuff up real quick and we'll go into some combos. I'll start by showing you guys the turn 2 kill, which is possible through going second and having them eat your first 2 attacks with your leader, thereby going to 6 life. So either you or your opponent have to figure out a way to put them at 6 life. So I say your opponent because obviously they could be playing cards like Cabba, like Trunks, like Bardock, just 1-drops that take life. Or they might be playing a leader like Broly or Baby Vegeta that takes life. So if that's the case, you only really need to hit 1 damage. But basically, by turn 2, if you get them at 6 life, here's your combo. You get them at 6 life and you're at 4 life. So it is asking for a little bit, but it's totally achievable in this deck. So let's see here. We need a Shigesh. And yeah, this is all we need, and 1 red energy charged. So let me just throw down another. Let's say we have a yellow energy and we're holding a Bad Ring and a Goku. So I can show you actually how crazy this deck can be. And then we're at 4 life here. So here's your hand, here's your energy, here's your leader. Alright. So you start your turn, you charge your energy, and you swing with leader. Oh, so you could be a 5 life, I forget. So you could be a 5 life going into this turn. So turn 1 you swing with him, and then you swing with the Cabba, you go down to 6. You just need them to hit you once, and you go down to 5. So it's actually really achievable. So you go, you swing, boom, boom, you draw 1, and you combo. Now you're Shigeshing out your 3-drop, so you don't actually have to pay the cost for it. You go into your 3-drop, which is now a 5-drop on board, and you're swinging for 20k. You could combo more at this point. If you could probably go like 5 more if you want them to spend 2 cards if they're already at 15. But 20k is usually what I just leave it at there. So you get this guy out. You did that swing. Now tap and evolve. You draw 2. Now after you do that, you can swing, and they're probably going to try to negate the first one. That's where that yellow energy comes in. Boom. Bad Ring. See what I'm getting at? So like, and this is before even like, you could probably have a combination attack pan out here too. So he's at like 35 triple strike. So you attacked with 35 triple strike and everything's tapped out, right? No. Now you awaken. Untap 2 energy and take a life. Now I don't have it in my hand obviously right now, but when you take the life, you restand this. If you have another Bad Ring, you actually just went for game with them not being able to negate you on turn 2. And turn 2 is really early for sparking negates to be live, so I usually can play past those as well. This deck needs to be nerfed. It's insane. Let me pull out a couple more cards. I'll show you a couple other lines of play. that you can go into. Let's pull out these guys, this guy, this guy, and we'll have 2 red energy this time. So let's say you're not scared of negates. You're bold like that. You're not worried about any of that. So we're gonna go here. Same deal. We're gonna start at 5 life. And we'll play energy. Let's say by some crazy stroke of luck, you've drawn all 3 copies of the Victorious Fist. And like, it looks silly right now, but you can actually play all of these. Wait, where's my Shigesh? Need the Shigesh. So you swing, boom, boom, draw 2. You can go Shigesh into Goku, and that's it. And then you evolve, boom. You gotta pitch 1 for the evolve. So you will be like losing cards every time you bring this guy out, but he generates so much pressure that your opponent's losing cards every time he attacks. So it's not the worst thing. So boom, he attacks. Now you're going 30k double strike on your first attack. Cool. They defend that, they block that, whatever. Cool. Now again, you go into another one. Pitch a card. Let's say we had 2 extra cards in hand, randomly. So the next attack is gonna be 35. The 35 double. I didn't want to pitch this. I'll pitch this. Now you awaken. You untap the 2. You can evolve again because he keeps restanding. I'm not just like not resting him. He restands every time. So now you attack again. You're at 40k base, double strike. And now you make the decision of if they're 1 life, you can just go straight into this by pitching these. And with your last red energy. And then when he attacks, you're already buffed enough where boom, it's game. Or you pay the energy here, go into triple flash. And remember, we still haven't restood. So you could actually burn 2 life with this guy if you buffed enough. But you go into triple flash, you draw 2 more, and then you're swinging for a triple strike, taking a life, swinging for another triple strike. So as you can see, it's just turn 2 plays can be absolutely insane. Now, obviously, all of these plays need Shigesh. Let's see what we can do without Shigesh. If we're in a situation where we're in a best of 3, it's game 2, game 3, and we've been Cronoa'd. What do we do here? All you need is to be able to survive till turn 3 without having to awaken. If they aggro you down and play a Cronoa, good for them, they've earned the win, but it's not likely to happen. So turn 3, we're gonna, and you at this point you've sided out cards like Preface, so you'll have extra defensive cards in the deck to deal with the early onslaught. But anyways, let's go turn 3. We're gonna have 2 red energy and a yellow energy. And in hand, we have this guy. We have this guy. We have 3 random cards. And let's say we have let's say we got one of our bad rings as well. So not unreasonable. 6 cards in hand, turn 3. 7 with this guy. So we got 5 life. We're gonna start our turn, charge, and then tap out to play this guy. Now we swing, take a life. Sorry. Draw a card. That should be face down. Not bad. Take a life, draw a card, and awaken. Now, if you're worried about negates and counters and stuff, you get the yellow open. But either way, you see where we're at again. We have the energies open. We just pay the 1, go into triple flash, draw 2, and you have your 2 triple strike attacks. It does this really consistently. It's a really fun and powerful deck. I love this archetype. Yeah, there's not much more to say about the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if you have any input, any changes you'd make, or if it does well for you. Let me know about that. Until next time, this has been Nassif from Empanada Sessions. Thank you guys for stopping by.